Hey, what's up? It's DJ. Today we got some new mods for FS25, a total 15 released. Not a crazy amount, however, on a day when Mod Hub was supposed to be down, you know what? I'll take anything. All platforms got 10 new, and PC Mac players got 4 new and 1 update. And if you like staying updated with all the latest mods of Farming Simulator, make sure you subscribe. Let's check them all out. Let's start off today with the BigBud Series 3 from Classic American Icons Modding and Blaue 2003. These bad boys are epic. And yes, Welker's BigBud 600-50 is in here as well. You have the small, large, and extra large frame, as well as the Welker BigBud. So power requirements are going to be, power is going to be down to 360 at the low end and up to 665 at the high end, with tons of stuff in between. Here's just a basic quick look at the small frame. It's actually the one that I had shown off because that's one of my favorites. You've also got your large frame here, and swapping over to the extra large frame right here. Now, this is the one we're going to show the customization on, but there's plenty of other stuff too. You've got 650 horsepower on here. Configurations at the top, you've got original, industrial custom, and then you can go with your original here. Again, there are some other options for these down below, for example. So in here, you've got your blue decal pack, red, empty, so you can debrand it, USA, Canadian, Australian, custom black livery, custom desert tan. You've even got the custom silver on there, silver decal look, olive, and then back in. So lots and lots of customization options. The Welker ones is pretty, pretty basic, I think, for the most part, but it's Welker's. It's their version. As for the extra large frame that we were showing off, of course we have those configurations. However, we've got the decal kit in a different section, so that is going to be a little bit further down the line. I like the red, so we'll just keep it with that. Exhaust material can be changed up. You do have chrome and original on all of the models. Beacon lights and warning triangles. We have a couple different setups for these, but they're going to be pretty much identical across the board. For the cabin options, at least for this one, you've got the cruiser cab and the ROPS cab. Again, pretty standard stuff. A GPS system, you have GPS, seed control, CB radio, and then you could do a combination of those. Working lights can be a standard set or LED. Other options, like for the small, for example, are just LED yes or no. Back working lights, you can add these as well, so a couple different setups for those. Welker Farms hat could be added inside of this one, but not inside of the small one. Then you've got flags for the back too, which is very nice to see. And then you've got some tinted glass attachers with 3-point on the front, because Classic American Icons also have a blade for the front of this. And then, of course, your license plate. I think a lot of people will probably go for the BigBud from Welker, so we'll take a look at that really quickly. In here, you've got a lizard tire. I'm not quite sure. Oh, LSWs. Well, there's Goodyears. Never mind. I was going to say I don't know what they are, but, well, that one's pretty easy to figure out, isn't it? These are going to be pretty standard stuff, like what we had in the BigBud DLCs in previous games. So that's pretty nice. Twin wheel, regular twin wheels to the LSW 1000. So that's really sweet to see. BKTs are also in here. Trelleborg, Continental, Michelin, Midas, Verdestan, and back to our lizard set. Of course, our wheel options, GPS system, Welker Farms hat could be added in there. Flag along towards the back. You've got USA or nothing. That makes sense. Tinted glass and attachers. And I don't have the silage blade installed right now, but this is what it's called, the Lizard Titan 19-5, and here it is. It actually came out not too long ago. As far as these go, you are able to open and close the side door, but I don't believe there's much more than that. Of course, we do have a flag in the back, which will blow the faster you go, although, at least on the small frame, it's not attached to anything. So maybe they'll get that fixed up in the next version. We do have a blinky on top, so if you need that, there you go. And, of course, all of the stuff in between, everything is looking good and working. I tell you what, this small frame looks insane with triples on it. This thing's wild. Our next one is from Ross and Mods, the Bale and Pallet Trailer Pack. That is right, it is a pack. Uh-oh, did I crash my game? Oh, come on. Come on. Nope, didn't crash it. It was weird. A couple days ago this started happening, so it's not this mod. Anyway, regardless, we do have a couple different trailers, one with the signs on and everything, and one like this. So we do have auto load on here, which is yes or no. It's going to hold between 125 centimeter round bales and up to 238 centimeter round bales. So that is going to be really, really big. This will hold the modified bales, which is great to see, and also to hold down from baby bales all the way up to 488s. So that is good there too. I just accidentally kicked the keyboard. I punched it. Moving on. Wheel brands: Continental, Trelleborg, Michelin, BKT, Vredestein, and back again. We do have a couple different setups for these. Nothing too wild and crazy. Bell support. So you've got front on here. You also have back or both. You even have decals, which could be added along the side. Love those. Definitely gives it that Bailey look. You have a UK trailer attacher at the front or a Charmuler cut bow. Down below that, we see tension belts of yes or no. Back in Farm Sim 22, having auto load and tension belts was a bad idea, but doesn't seem like Farm Sim 25 is having that issue. And then colors, you could do anything you want. I think the Bailey trailers look pretty epic in black, but I mean, you could do whatever you want. Bailey trailers are custom made, I think, to order, so that's very cool. I got to talk with someone that works at Bailey, one of the family members, back at Llama, back in January. So I got to talk to them a little bit, but honestly, I wish I could go back and just talk to them all day long. Had a blast with that. As far as the trailer 18, the one with the sides on it, you still have all the same customization options here, so there's nothing different. It's just this stuff here, and of course we don't have supports on the front or back. Our next new mod for all platforms is the K-Brand Profile Pack. Hey DJ, why don't you say the K-Brand name? Because YouTube thinks it's a derogatory term, in English at least, so I stay away from it. I'm not gonna mess with that. With these, we have 2 feed mixers. One of them holds 9,000, the other one holds 18,000 liters. I think this one was in a base game at one point or another, maybe. It looks very familiar to me, but I don't remember. So with these, you do have different wheel options, which is nice. Some of them have different setups, and then we have a main color. So you can change up the color of this as long as you've got Giant Software's color mod. Otherwise, you'll be getting a whole lot of different reds. Next up, let's make some taters. The small potato chips production. Why I say potato instead of tater, I'll never know. Let's talk about it, baby. Very small, as you can see. We got potato chips from canola oil, olive oil, and sunflower oil. I don't know if I've ever had potato chips from olive oil. That seems a little weird, but canola oil seems about right. So that is very, very cool. Now, if you're using oil, you're going to be getting a whole lot more out of it. And really, it doesn't take a lot of oil down here. 3 or 4, 5, and 4 in there. You've got 10 potato chips from 100 potatoes or 30 potato chips from 100 potatoes. So you be the judge. I guess this one's baking them. I don't know. As far as inputs go, potatoes are up to 240,000 liters. Oils are around 10 to 12,000, and output is 50,000. So, not bad. Not bad at all. Since we don't have a bunch of mods today, we could show off a couple of the placeables. We've also got the Ballam Rd New Cattleshed. This is the cow shed from the map Ballam Rd Dairy Farming from Farming Simulator 22. So there you go. Not too shabby. There's also a building straight through here. Well, right here anyway. So there you go. There's also a way in and out from there. If I can get it open here. There you go. Yeah, not too bad. We also have the sheep barn L shape. This will hold up to 250 head of sheep, although you can increase it because you can make this fence a little bit bigger. We've seen a couple of these L-shaped fences and areas from Missy B already, so this is kind of a modified version of that. Next up, we got a massive silo pack. This is the Silos FS pack. This is also available on PC only as the Silos AS pack. However, we will show that off in the mod hub section. These range from 1,330 liters all the way up into, I believe, the 60s actually. 60s down here. 66,000 liters. Right meow. Can I turn on my HUD? We'll take a look at that. Please turn on the HUD. Uh-oh. All right, we're good. It's also available with... That's dumb. It's also available with silo extensions on the back as well. So silo extension to match every little thing. Every little thing. Don't demonetize me. You could also build these and unbuild them. So if you got them during the winter or something like that, you're good to go. So it looks like a silo and then whoop-bam, whoop-bam. Didn't even see that coming. Yeah. Next on our list from Pascal Counts is the loading ramp with dock leveler. This is pretty sweet, so you may have seen stuff kind of similar to this outside of some of Pascal Counts' warehouses back at FS22. I think this was also modded in FS22, but we click this button, and what it does is it opens this up and then brings it back down and gives us a little lip right here so that we can push things like back a trailer up to it, and then that will just kind of like scoot into the trailer, giving you a nice little bump, 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 bump. Hey, perfect threshold between trailer and ramp. Next to last, we've got a bridge set. Now, this is not quite like the version that we had a couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago at this point. This is actually the bridges from Farming Simulator 22. So all the bridges that we had there are here. One of the nice things is you can either have a area and then dig down into it after you've placed the bridge down, or you can just simply put the bridge down and then dig. Is that the same thing? Or have an area that's already deep and then put the bridge there? That was 3 ways. 2 of those were right. Nonetheless, I put them down and then I dug a hole. That's all I did. And then I flattened the area and put down one of my most favorite things ever. European houses with no interiors in Farm Sim. Yay! There's 10 houses! 10! And no interiors. What? How did you do it? It's like magic. Anyway, they're all in here. If you want to take a look at them, go for it. Moving on into PC and Mac players, we've got the Jeulin, Jeulin, I don't know how to say that, Energy 8. This is a feed mixer, 18,000 liter capacity, kind of similar to the K brand that we saw earlier today. 100 horsepower is required for it. We've also got the Farmtech Supercis 800, more realistic. Oh, very, very, very interesting. So let's take a look at this. They say compared to the version from the base game, this Farmtech Supercis 800 has a more realistic distribution of the slurry when the oscillating slurry spreader is used. The slurry texture on the ground then follows the liquid manure jet instead of being pushed forwards evenly across the entire width as the original. So there you go. Compared to the base game, the original also has more realistic slurry distribution, as we talked about, wide spreader in addition to the Mushka. 3 slurry spreader configurations, different working speeds, different working widths, additional tire configs, and color selection. At least that's what they say in the mod description. So let's take a look at it. We do have different wheel brands, which is kind of nice to see. I like BKT, so we'll stick with that. We have the Morska 9 meters, 10 kilometer, 15 at 10, then 16 meters at 10, and then back down again. All right, so I've got the oscillating version right here. We're going to take a look and see exactly how the slurry is spread. Oh, now that is so cool. Check that out. Oh, man. I mean, yeah, definitely, but, you know, also, that's very cool. The reason why that is cool is going to be shown here. This is the base game version. As you can see, the visual is there. However, it goes through and just kind of does a full little spread there. So it's that, or turn it off. This doing like it does. It still hits everything, which is nice. I wonder what happens if I speed it up a little bit. If we enable fast farming, can we start to miss spots? Oh, we can. Oh, check that out. If I had a more powerful tractor, we'd be all right. So it has definitely got the working speed in mind. That's a little silly. Woo! Just putting it all over the place. As I mentioned, we also have those Silos AS pack. So this is the branded version from Paisel, from the FS version that we got for crossplay. And we also have the return of the Headland Management mod. This is for tractors, field sprayers, mowers, and harvesters. The Headland Management allows functions to be combined in the vehicle and activated together at the touch of a button to simplify turning maneuvers during field work. All functions can be activated and deactivated individually for each vehicle via a GUI in order to achieve ideal adaptation to the work being carried out. Headland Management must be added to the respective vehicle as a one-off configuration in the shop or in the workshop before use. This will cost you $3,000. It can be activated and deactivated in the vehicle, and various buttons can also be configured for activation and deactivation. Lastly, only one mod update today. This is going to be additional game settings from Rockstar. Version 1003 fixed an issue with the unavailable HUD color change option and fixed the error additional settings Lua 1363 attempt to index nil with delete. And that is it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, drop a like, get subscribed if you're new, enjoy the DjGoHam fam. Double check your notifications, that way you never miss videos like this one. If you missed Farm Some News from earlier this morning, check that out. I've already got that out. It was a live stream. Trying to do live streams on Wednesdays. Won't be doing it next week, but maybe the week after. Also, I've got a new video called New Blog Answers the Wrong Questions About Farm Sim. Definitely check that out if you haven't seen that already as well. Otherwise, have an awesome day. Happy Wednesday to you. We'll see you in the next one.